Welcome everyone. In this session I want to give you a short overview about the included cycle tools which are integrated directly into the WTT charting module. So all cycle tools are available via the main menu, and there is a set of 5 main engines which deals with cycles based on the knowledge package, which is shown and explained in the book here. So the first tool is a cycle swing indicator. This is my most favorite indicator. It's based on measuring momentum and velocity based on the dominant cycles which are currently active in the market. This indicator gives you a very smooth, leading, sharp momentum curve, which is ahead of all ultra smooth momentums that are available there. And in addition to that, it shows you the signals with a leading factor. So it's more than just an zero lag indicator. It's a leading momentum indicator with sharp and smooth characteristics of plotting on the chart. So you can do trading just based on this indicator alone. And there's one single chapter in my book where I explain different trading strategies on the cycle swing indicator. There are some standard parameters to set this all up, but the knowledge and how to use it is shown in the book. So this is one complete cycle tools. This can be applied to intraday time frames. This indicator especially works very nicely on intraday trading time frames, and will give you a lot of good trading signals alone here. So this is one knowledge and cycle toolkit alone for its own. The second cycle toolkit is based on my own detection algorithms, which can deal with the characteristics of financial data sets. So if you're aware from the engineering point of view how to detect cycles in a data series, you know that there are quite a lot of techniques available, but however, none of these available techniques was built to deal with the characteristics of financial data sets. So what I've done, I've compiled my own version from cycle detection algorithms, from Fourier transformation wavelets, detrending algorithms. So all what's out there, I've built a combination out of it, and I've tweaked them to deal with the special characteristics which come with the financial market. So the cycle scanner is an engine where you can choose which start and end time frame you want to analyze with some additional information, and then for sure this engine gives you a spectrum analysis with the dominant cycles active in the market and plots you all the important informations around the active cycles here in the list where you can gather your data. So once you have scanned the market, which can be done and applied to any time frame and any chart, the cycle scanner will show you which cycles are active, and this alone will give you the second technique and approach, because you can derive a lot of results and individual indicator sets based on the knowledge from active cycles in the market. So one simple one is just to tune the standard indicators based on the dominant cycles which are active in the market. So another chapter in my book deals with how to apply and use the cycle scanner technique to detect the active cycles in the market, and to use the results from the cycle scanner to tune indicators, which is a quite standard way how to deal with cycle information in financial markets. So this is a very complex engine, but very easy to use, and this one will show you all active cycles in the market you have analyzed. So this is the second approach and second set of tools which I will give in your hands with the knowledge how to deal with it. The third toolkit is named the cycle plotter here. The cycle plotter is a complex engine which allows you to plot up to 9 different individual cycles with different starting points, different lengths, amplitude, anchor settings, and you can plot each individual cycle. You can build composite cycles out of these individual cycles. You can choose how to plot it. You can do a zigzag plot. There are other special settings available how to plot cycles, And for sure, one very important thing is then you can load the scanner results. So what you've seen before is just the scanner, which gives you all active cycles. This plotter is now able, and you can load up just the scanner peaks by just clicking this button here, and then all cycles will show up. So now you can plot every cycle or cycle combination you want to plot. So the cycle plotter gives you the opportunity to plot different individual cycles or different combination of cycle sets. So in the end, this is the third approach which I teach and show in my book what to do with this. For example, one approach is now you can build composite cycle forecast. So if you know which cycles are active in the market, you can build a composite based on the dominant cycles and plot them ahead into the future. And if you do this, then you have a static composite cycle forecast. And these static cycle forecasts are also techniques here, but with this tool set now you can apply them just with simple mouse clicks to the chart and time frame you want to analyze, and build static cycle forecast for whatever reason or things you're doing. The cycle plotter has also included some special standard settings which deal with special parameters and special ways how to use it. So this is the third approach I outline how to forecast, deal and trade cycles in the market here. So now if we come to the more complex area of dynamic cycles, which is one of my main topics and my main research areas, this offers a complete new way on how to trade cycles in financial markets. There's a big chapter in my book that deals with different techniques how you can use the Dynamic Cycle Explorer to plot, detect and forecast the next turning points. So this technique is used to spot the next time of arrival in regards to time for the market to turn. So for the next top or the next bottom to come in. So the Dynamic Cycle Explorer has the feature to automatically readjust to the dominant vibration. So cycles don't stay static in the market. So this is very important, and this is one of the main reasons why I think that most static cycle approaches fail on the right side of the chart, because every time you want to try to plot static cycles in the future. But the real nature of cycles is that they are not stable and they are not fixed. So they move, they vary their period, their length and their amplitude just a little bit over the time. But this means that it's important that you update a cycle forecast just by every tick or every new bar and readjust the dynamic cycle plot. And this is what the Dynamic Cycle Explorer is doing. So it tracks automatically the most dominant cycle in the market, just with preset setting. Different approaches you can apply here with this settings here, and then the Explorer detects automatically which is the current dominant active cycle and readjusts the length, parameter and phase setting every time new data comes in. So this works like a navigation system in your car. So the navigation system just recalculates the estimated time of arrival at your destination by just taking into account the current traffic conditions. And this is similar to what the Dynamic Cycle Explorer is doing. It's just monitoring how the dominant cycle behaves in the current market condition, and then readjusts a little bit the expected next top or high in regards to time. So this is real new in the world of cycles on financial markets, and I think this is one of my real new inventions on the area of putting cycle analysis on financial markets here. So this tool is the fourth complete approach and toolkit, which is explained in the book, and I give you different ways how to use the Dynamic Cycle Explorer to trade markets. So the other technique, which is related to Dynamic Cycle Explorer trading techniques, is to deal with sentiment cycles. So this fourth technique is explained once for just normal stocks and markets and indices, and in addition to that, this technique is very successful if you apply this to sentiment analysis or to market data, which can spot sentiment and fear in the market. So there are two important areas to use this tool. So another very special technique is that I will show you a special area how to build energy waves. So this is a technique which detects special energy waves from the distant past and is able to project these energies into the future, which will result in important turning points in the market here. So this is another cycle technique, which is a complete separate approach and separate technique with different settings, and all standard settings are just integrated here. This superposition energy wave, plots some real interesting cycles into the future, and this is another complete chapter and section in my book here. So now if you count this up here, these are the 6 different techniques and algorithms which are included here: the cycle swing indicator, the cycle scanner, and how to use the output of cycle scanner to tune standard indicators. Then the next section is the cycle plotter, where you can do static composite cycle forecast and other different technique. Then the 4th technique is use the dynamic cycle explorer to follow the dominant market vibration here, which is also the 5th technique which deals with sentiment cycles at the dynamic cycle explorer. And the 6th independent approach here is the superposition energy wave. So there you have a complete set of 6 different approaches how to use cycles in financial markets. So each toolkit has a complete own chapter, has a complete knowledge background, and gives you individual detailed trading approaches how to deal with each of these indicators here. So if you're interested in these cycle tools, there are a lot of examples shown how these techniques work in my cycles learning repository and video archive. So there are a lot of videos which show you how these tools work in action. So for example, the dynamic cycles, there are a lot of examples here, the cycle studies from the cycle swing index, and other interesting systems. So I will just invite you browse the library and you will see all these techniques in action from live examples here.